Hello everyone, this is Gam. So today I'm gonna tell you guys about basically a guide to Guardian Tales, but made by me. So it's mostly from a free-to-play perspective. So Guardian Tale is, at its core, is a gacha game. So of course it's gonna be heavily affected by RNG. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Now, for a starter, for those of you who just start the game, the first question that always getting asked in the unofficial Discord is, yo, what to pull? Do I pull for weapon? Do I pull for the waifus? What to do, man, with my gem? So at this stage, I highly suggest for you to pull the weapon, because a 5-star exclusive weapon, for example Admiral, that is going on right up currently, can carry you heavily until maybe until you clear the world 6. And if you already got your carrying weapon, maybe you can pull character, except if you specifically know what you want, and you already had in mind which character you want, maybe you can gun for the specific character that you want. So for weapon, what do you want to get is always the exclusive. They are pretty powerful. They have bonus stat. For example, let me see. Let's see, I have few exclusive weapon right here. Where's my ship? Okay, this is for example a Karina weapon. Karina exclusive weapon always give you a bonus on the skill. If the exclusive weapon user is what you equip it on the character that you use, they intended, you got +2 or +3 on the skill, and also you get a passive. Like here, Karina last attack gonna get bonus damage and piercing enemies. So every exclusive weapon gave different passive, but that's basically it. And for character, maybe you should go for the current event, because rate up made always make it easier for us to pull, even though most of the time you're gonna pull 2-star anyway. But still, maybe if you really want to pull a character, I will suggest, if you want to reroll and stuff, maybe you can get Ara. Ara is pretty good, powerful in PvP, and can carry you. Splitface is a free, so I really not suggesting you for rerolling for Splitface, but I mean, if you want, you can do whatever you want. And also, let's see here. Lapis is pretty strong, but it need investment to at least 5-star to really shine. And for the 2-star, 2-star is free, and there's only few 2-star that you can get for free that you need to pull, like Hecate or Shapira or Gremory, but it doesn't matter. In the future you will get them. So I suggest you gunning for this 5, the good Eva. There's a good Eva and bad Eva. Good Eva is good, bad Eva is bad. That's basically it. But if you want to pull, really just pull Ara or Marina. Marina may be good, but like I said, they really only shine if they have the X and you already put them to 5-star. Okay, so if you just start the game, right, maybe you get one of your rare character and a bunch of 2 character, and you're like, hey, what should I bid, man? which character is I can use for PvP or I can use for clearing the world and stuff. There's a few choice. The safe bet is knight. You can like have female knight or male knight, they are the same. Knight is always good, but never excellent. You can use them on PvP, they can perform by some extent, but knight will never outperform the rare character. Just like accept it if you decide to invest on knight. I myself still use knight. She can really perform because her skill is quite powerful, even though it has a drawback on range and stuff. And also, Karina is a good choice for PvE. But if you like have Ara, you can like Arabelle, you can combo her, but I get to that stuff later. So Hecate, I use Hecate. She's a good character, but you need a heavy investment. She like need the rare character level of investment. You know, you have to put her on 5-star, give her a epic or exclusive weapon in the future. She currently don't have her exclusive weapon yet, but you can put a legendary or epic on her and she will perform. Maybe Marvin, but it's very exclusive dependent. Sohi is a good choice for if you just started and you don't have like many choice, because Sohi is free. You get her on World 3, I think, but she can perform really powerful on PvE or PvP. Some people use Akayuki, but it's becoming less popular right now. Girgas is like the most popular 2-star I think in PvP right now. It's very powerful. So that's on the character that I think you can use. Now, oh yeah, let's move on to a little bit to costume. Why? Because like you just started, you need to know what you can use your gem for, right? So if you go to shop and go to costume, yeah, there's a bunch of costume, but what's important about this costume is like, if you go to book, item and collection, where is it? Yeah, like there's a set collection for costume. Like if you collect all this costume, you're gonna get all around buff for all your character everywhere, like 0.5%, 0.5% attack heal, defense, and also right here you're gonna get like bonus 0.1% for every level on this part, I think. Yeah, it's 0.1%. There is some people with extra gem that like just buy it for the buff, but I think it's really not a free to play territory right there. Maybe you can buy the one you really like, but if you are free to play, I advise against buying costume. Like, bruh, we don't have any much gem, right? So just be wise on spending gem, okay? Now, coffee is like need a long time for regen. It's like 10 minutes for each one. Thus, I at least suggest that you buy stamina at least each day once. It's gonna cost 100 gem. It increases every time you buy it, but I really advise that you at least buy it once. Okay, so now we finished what character what to spend on. For progressing your character, making your character powerful, you of course need to, beside the obvious like level and equipment, usually you want to increase their star. Let's go here. Okay, so we have Awakening Dungeon and Evolution Dungeon. Awakening Dungeon give you like these things, yeah, stones that you can use to upgrade your character, a stat, and Evolution Dungeon give you the shard that increase their stars, right? Now, why does like the star and awakening important? Let's see my character here. My Hecate is like level 64. I already limit break her 4 times. But why awakening is important? As you can see, these nodes, it gives stats, but it's percentage based. So every time you increase the nodes, it got percentage boost on the specific stat, right? So this is important, but you have to be really careful, because to get awakening stones, like I just showed earlier, you have to do the awakening dungeon, right? But it's only 3 times a day that you get for free, and for each extra 3 times you have to recharge. Like the first recharge use 300 gems, and like I said, as a free to play, we are fucking poor. We cannot afford this kind of shenanigans, okay? Just like be very careful when investing. I will get on that more later. Now on Awakening Dungeon. There's a 3 Awakening Dungeon with a special condition for each dungeon. Here where you got your shard. For your for your team building at early game, I highly suggest to choose one element. The most popular currently is fire, but with the rise of Marina, like it start to balance out, because Marina keeps shutting down the fire in PvP. But the current most popular is fire. There's also light, dark, and yeah, the other element. If you want to go PvE wise, like I suggest fire if you don't have any rare character that you want to increase, because you're gonna get Blitfish for free in the future. So it doesn't really matter what you're gonna that you will get your Blitfish. So going fire dungeon is you can never go wrong. That's about awakening, but also this is the really important one that people I saw made a mistake a lot with the limitation. On early game, you may found that, oh no, I cannot progress, I get stuck. Usually it's because like you don't have enough level, you don't max out the level, you don't max out the equipment. But you have to be really careful, because if you are going free to play, the resources in this game is like very scarce. You have to manage it really well. Like I show you the awakening dungeon only 3 times a day. Only invest in the character that you're gonna use all the time in the future. Okay, only use on the character that you will use in the future all the time. A safe bet is Splitface, because Splitface is OP. She will carry you in all sorts of PvP, PvE, it doesn't matter. She will carry you. For me, I invest a lot in Hecate, as you see. I limit break her to 64. And then, yeah, only use it on the character that you're gonna use a lot. And which character that I gonna use a lot? Well, the character that you have the exclusive weapon. That's why I remind you on the start of the video of this game is basically gacha, because well, gacha sometimes let us down. You can have the character, you don't have the X, well, too bad, that's life. They give us some like pity system though. It's the mileage, as you can see. It's 300. You can freely get whatever you want, hero, the character, or the equipment. I'm saving mine for Hekata X right here. So you have to really be really careful. Like on the early game, I suggest you stick with only 4, right? Maybe if starter, your team gonna be look more like oh wait a second. This will be like your party look like usually, maybe. So like 1 healer and 3 DPS. The knight here on the PvA early game gonna act as a tank, likewise split twist. But like it's okay if you don't have like the rare character like plate or lapis, because it's okay, you can handle this game without them. Having them doesn't mean like you win the game. This game is like heavily investing based, so if you don't invest, you cannot like utilize them to full power anyway. So it's easier for you to get the silver character right here, because they are easier to farm, easier to invest on, easier to get. If you don't have plate, you can just use whatever, but the base is like 1 healer, 1 tank, the rest is DPS. And if you stuck, make sure you increase the level to the max currently you have, and the equipment. Okay, so that's basically cover up the early game. And then mid game, I'm gonna talk about the mid game. So this one is like if you already complete the world 6, and then this is for you. Okay, so if you already reach world 6, you may or may not have opened your plate twist eyes, you know, where the plate twist is trapped, and get your plate, or you already got your level 60. Now what to do? The obvious thing to do is get your element team. What I mean by that, you choose one element that you're gonna main for at least 1 or 2 months. Why? Because there's like, you can only choose one element for early game. Like I said, the most popular is fire. You go find the which drop the fire, and you grind it, like just grind it for until you get all 5-star, excluding the rare character, because that need like a lot of investment. Just make sure you have like your silver character all up to 5-star. Okay, that's what you want to do first in the mid game. And then, oh yeah, because if you complete the world 6 chapter, Heaven Hold Tower gonna be open. Like there's the tower right here that you can do, right? But then there's also Heaven Hold Tower. This one like just treat it as like a hard tower, like hard version of a tower. It's pretty challenging. It's fun PvP content in my opinion. It's pretty okay actually, and it have like decent what you call price for clearing them. I will suggest that you always clear your tower, the basic or the Heaven Hold one, because the reward that they give you is pretty like helpful. Oh yeah, I forgot. Never ever grind the gold and EXP dungeon. It's just bad, like straight up bad. Let me explain why. If you farm gold dungeon, you get gold, right? On level 70, it gives you 10,000, and maybe 1 or 2 item level 1. If you go to the EXP dungeon, you get EXP 16,000, maybe 2,000 gold, maybe 1 item. The only thing worth is item dungeon. They give you the upgrade material. Now here's why the gold dungeon doesn't worth it. It's more rewarding for you to go to item dungeon. You get the hammers, you sell the low level one. You're gonna get like better profit for that, and you can keep the high level one for upgrading your stuff. EXP dungeon, EXP you can get everywhere, but most importantly, why I don't recommend farming them, because all the time your coffee is gonna be spent on evolution dungeon. You need them a lot. Like I think if you are free to play, you need around 3 weeks if you cannot handle level 70. If you're farming on 60 or 40, you're gonna need like 3 weeks at least to 5-star your that element character, excluding the gold character of course. Yeah, so never do the EXP and gold dungeon. They are currently like stupid. It's not worth it. And then okay, carry on. Oh yeah, heaven hold. I mean, this is like progressing thing. Maybe you already do it, maybe you didn't do it, but like just slowly build it. Don't feel like pressure to get your plate face as soon as possible, or your libera. Here, I don't even like touch my libera. Well, to be fair, I already have libera, but it's not that worth to rush it. I mean, it's good to have it, but it's not like rush thing worth, you know. So after that, oh yeah, shop. There's this thing here, the shop stuff. I really don't recommend you to upgrade it early, because it's only useful for the late game. Currently, like you see, I'm at level 4. They sell a lot that use gem, and we don't want to spend our gem because we are poor. But sometimes they use like a very expensive sell like stone and stuff using heart, but it's like very expensive. So it's like, for if you already complete your heaven hold to the top, that's where the heart's gonna go, right? Yeah, just don't bother with shop. Just if you want to level something, just get your plate base, increase your into level 10, increase your tree to level 10, get your both tower of will and tower of strength to level 10. That's like the important stuff. Also, if you're gunning for plate base or just increasing your heart generation in general, hero status square. This thing is like very helpful. Make this error or something come more frequently. So that's the heaven hold stuff. And then what else? Yeah, on this phase, like all the time you just gonna farm evolution dungeon anyway. It's like the more repetitive stuff at the game currently. You just like doing evolution dungeon every day, all your coffee going to evolution dungeon. That's basically describe the mid game pretty well. You just go evolution dungeon with all your coffee. Now for endgame. Now we're talking about endgame. So what is like exactly the endgame? Well, Guardian Tales haven't completed all their chapter, so the current endgame is, first, you can clear all the PvE content easily. Like, not necessarily you need to complete Heaven Hold Tower to the complete. No. You just need to complete the PvE chapters. You already got like 1 or 2 element 5-star. You are in the end game. So what is the end game? I'll be honest, it's basically PvP, like straight up PvP. I am currently on Southeast Asia server. It's 2 months ahead than the NA. So if you are on the North American server, maybe you are like behind resource wise for 2 months, but this is basically what PvP is basically what Endgame looks like. You can see here, these people, they farm a lot, man. Holy shit. Like, yeah, this is my guildmate, Valve. He like have, holy shit, it's level 65, I think. Yeah, that's your end game right there. Yeah. But don't you worry about the end game, because even if you already at the end game, the farm never ends anyway. So what to do if you're already on the end game, only PvP? Well, no. There's the min-max option in Mirror Wave. It's open if you finish the World 6 chapter, I think. But let me warn you, even though it's level 60, if you just complete the chapter 6 stuff, they're gonna wipe you. Like, this dungeon is hard, like hard. You need like specific team or just like overpower it through sheer stat. But most of the time you need specific things, specific teams to tackle the Mirror Wave. And then there's also high level Heaven Hole Tower. You just complete the one that you cannot complete when you're on the mid game, and level 70 stuff, you know, you just complete shit. Like, maybe you go to the gold dungeon and get the 3-star for the free gems. I mean, gems still gems. Like this, I don't even bother, man, doing the EXP and item. That's how bad this dungeon are. Holy shit. Yeah, you can start to try to complete this level 70 stuff. That's basically it. There's not much in case of endgame, because the game itself haven't completed all its PvE content currently. And also, the best endgame content, I think, is flexing, of course. I mean, we play the game and we grind. At the end of the day, we want to flex to each other, right? Show who have the bigger PP. Yeah, that's basically it. So, as a closing, just to remind people that if you just start the game, remember, be wise with your resource, because it's very limited. Just focus your stuff on few characters that you already planned ahead that you're gonna use for a long time. And summons actually doesn't really that matter, because like silver character can compete against like rare character anyway. It's just matter of investment and gameplay, because like the PvP is while it's like stat based, the one with more level, more awakening is tend to be more powerful, but in PvP you can outplay people sometimes. So yeah, that's basically it, I think. Yeah. Okay, thank you guys for listening. Goodbye.